Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Troy back with another video, and in today's video I'm actually just going to introduce the gentleman who has taken over the industry. He is definitely the #1 network marketer in the world, okay? This gentleman is the Michael Jordan of network marketing, okay? When you think about NBA, you think about Michael Jordan being #1. When you think of network marketing, you think of Hotlon Buggs, Mr. Hotlon Buggs being #1 in network marketing, okay? If you're gonna learn something, you might as well learn it from the best, right? So those of you who've been here before, I'm in a company called iBoomerang, okay? Hotlon Buggs is the CEO of iBoomerang, okay? When I found out that he was the CEO and what he was doing, I was already in a previous company that he was in, and that's where I did my best under his leadership. So I was like, he wasn't even an owner in that other company. He is an owner of this company. So if you put two and two together, if you want to do something, you might as well do it with the best, right? So I'm choosing to follow the leadership of Mr. Hotlon Buggs. This right here is a fast start training for iBoomerang. So those of you who are on my team who are brand new, you definitely want to look at this. You want to take all the notes you can take and put it to work. You don't want to let this, listen to it and just, oh, okay, I'll do it later. No. Apply it to the field. You're going to need this information Mr. Hotlon Buggs is going to feed you right now. So without further ado, I'm going to get out the way and I'm going to present to you guys Mr. Hotlon Buggs.
And what I want to share with you is this here. It's called our Fast Start training. And I'll take maybe about 10 minutes more and explain to you what the Fast Start training is really all about. First of all, I want to say congratulations to those of you, if you're on the call right now as a guest, I'd love for you to just go ahead and type into the chat. If you're on our chat, just put I am in. I am in. If you're in iBoomerang, you're ready to rock and roll. You are ready to become a part of this journey. Put I am in just to let people know that you are with us. Let's go through this Fast Start training so you'll know exactly what to do. First thing I want to share with you is this. If you're in the business already as well, this applies to you. That means each person, even if you were here in the month of February when we started with Countdown for Freedom, this is your first Fast Start training. #1 thing, and I want to share this with you, is I want each person, I want you to write down your dream destination. Where is it that you would love to go? One of the biggest issues that I find is this, is that most people's memories are much bigger than their dreams. See, we remember when we couldn't afford this. We remember when we couldn't pay for this. We remember all the debts and we remember all the bad things. But one of the things that get us stopped in our tracks is that we can't even see where it is that we want to go. Ladies and gentlemen, oftentimes I get into a meeting and I do a training, and I've done it with thousands of people, and I actually ask them, write down a list of 100 things that you love to accomplish before you die. And I give them 15 minutes to fill it out. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this, 90+% of the room can't get past 16. Why? Because all we think about is how much money we make. All we think about is how much we don't make. All we think about is all the limitations that we have. But I can tell you, your first step towards a new life, your first step towards residual income starts with the dream. And ladies and gentlemen, just think about it. If money was no object, you can even do it on a discount or even do it for free. Write down your dream destination. Put it in the chat and tell me where you want to go. Don't think of the limitations. Don't think if you can get off of work. Don't think if your boss would allow you to go. I want you to think like free, like you're free. Here's what I know about freedom. It must be practiced before it's experienced. Practice freedom and write down your dream destination. Send it to your sponsor. Let them know, here's where I want to go. Here's how long I like to stay. Here's who I want to take with me. This is so crucial and so critical. Why? Because see, if I introduce you to iBoomerang, I want you to send it to me. Why? Because every time I answer the phone and every time I talk to you, here's what I'm going to be thinking of. I'm going to have it right below your name. I'm going to have the destination of where you want to go. Why? Because I want to know what I'm working for. And your sponsor wants to know as well. Write down your dream destination, send it to your sponsor. Step number 2, I want you to put together a list of 100 people. A list of 100 people. a list of 50 opportunity seekers, and a list of 50 travel saving seekers. People who are looking for an additional income, people who are looking to save money on travel, which pretty much encompasses about everybody. When you take that list, what we're going to do is your sponsor will get with you and share with you a simple invite or a simple script that you'll be able to use that you'll send to the opportunity seekers. And that is your I Decide presentation that's going to do all the work for you. We'll also share with you exactly what to do in terms of getting your first 10 boomerang customers. People ask me all the time. This is why I wear my boomerang gear everywhere I go. I'm with my hat, my shirt, and every day someone asks me, "Hey, boomerang, what's that?" And I say, it's a technology that I use to stay in 5-star resorts for 3-star prices. They say, "Well, how do you do that?" I say, "Well, it's free to try and free to keep. All I need is your name and phone number. I'll actually get you started on the savings, but there's only one catch." They say, "Well, what's the catch?" I'll say, "Make sure you send me a selfie on your first savings experience." That's it. And ladies and gentlemen, I am 100%. That means every single time the person actually wants the technology, it costs them absolutely nothing. Step number 3 is I want you to become a jet setter. We're going to talk about jet setting a little bit later on, and we're going to actually have recognition around this here. A jet setter. What is a jet setter? A jet setter is a person that within the first 10 days that are able to activate 10 boomerang customers and get 10 I Decide sent out, and you do it within the first 10 days. We're actually going to be setting up our systems that we're tracking all of this, and we'll actually be giving formal recognition for our jet setters, okay? And so once you're able to do this, ladies and gentlemen, you are now light years ahead of where most people are in network marketing. Most people never get 20 exposures done within their first 10 days. This is step number 3. Make sure you become a jet setter, okay? Step number 4, here's what we want you to do. We want you to set up 4 good parties. Why? Because we want you to have a good time. You say, well, what is good? 4 get out of debt parties. People say, well, aren't these travel parties? Well, no, because we're not necessarily traveling. What we're doing is when I talk to someone, I'm sharing with people how to get out of debt. Why do we want to set up 4? Because here's the thing that we want you to do. We want to actually put a dent in your debt in your very first 4 weeks in iBoomerang. We want to see how much of a percentage of your debt can we eliminate in the very first month. And what we're going to do is share with you how we set those good parties up, invite some people over, let the I Decide presentation roll, and actually expand your business while you start earning income. And I promise you, you set up 4 good parties, we will actually put a dent in your debt. The other thing I love for you to do along with step 4 is write down your get out of debt date. What's your get out of debt date and goal? And make sure that you send it to yourself. You don't have to send it to your sponsor, send it to yourself, because our philosophy is priding people on freedom. Not only freedom from a job, but freedom from the burden of debt. Being completely debt-free, and it was what I can tell you is a very liberating feeling, ladies and gentlemen. Step number 5, here's what I'd like for you to do. Step number 5 is find out what our next event is. Get yourself registered for our next event. We've got an event that's actually going to be sold out. We know it will because we can't hold all the people that will be in iBoomerang. It's going to be August 31st to September the 2nd. And it's going to be in no other place than Las Vegas, Nevada. When you get yourself in iBoomerang in your back office, you're going to see our big, huge event that we'll have. Get yourself there, register for that event. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want you to do. Everybody who's on this call right now, and I'm going to do a training on this a little bit later on. I want you to make an 18-month commitment to you and your family. I want you to get with your spouse. I want you to get with your son. I want you to get with your daughter, whoever it is that you live with. And I want you to set 18 months apart. Why? Because I'm going to show you how to build a pipeline over the next 12 to 18 months of distributors and customers coming into your network. It takes 12 solid months for the average person, but I'll give them up to 18 to build what I call a consistent pipeline of distributors who actually have boomerang customers. Why? See, 12 months from now, I want you to start the month of May already knowing for the next 6 months what your income is. Why? Because you've got a pipeline of customers that are booking their own travel as boomerang customers, and those savings we can actually show you, and they're projected 6 months out. That's what's unique, and that's what's different about iBoomerang. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I can go on and on and on and on and on. I want you to make sure that tomorrow at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, you get some of those people who are the top 50 on your list, opportunity seekers, get them on this conference call tomorrow. We'll have one of our esteemed professionals doing another presentation. And then tomorrow also at 8 o'clock p.m., just like this one, we'll have another opportunity call that will take place. You know, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned to you, I built this company for you. I call it the FUBU Company, for us, by us, for distributors, by distributors. I want you to join us in this crusade of changing the industry of network marketing, eliminating debt and frustration, and setting people free. And why not start with you? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your attention. And I can't wait to spend time with you on the beaches of the world, literally. We'll see you at the top. Goodbye, everybody.